What if everything you've been told about eating before exercise is completely wrong? What if that protein shake, that banana, that carefully timed pre-workout meal is actually holding you back from the results you want? I know this sounds crazy. We've all heard it 1,000 times. You need fuel to perform. You need energy from food to power through your workout. But here's the shocking truth. Science shows your body might actually burn more fat, protect your muscles better, and even sharpen your mind when you exercise on a completely empty stomach. Today, we're uncovering what really happens inside your body when you combine fasting with exercise, and by the end, you might never look at breakfast the same way again. Before we dive in, let me be clear. This is education, not medical advice. Your body is unique, and if you have health concerns, always consult your doctor before trying fasted exercise. Now let's get into the fascinating science behind why working out hungry might be one of the smartest things you can do. The secret starts with understanding where your body actually gets its energy. Most people assume the food they eat right before a workout powers that session, but that's not how it works at all. Your body stores energy in two main forms. First is glycogen, basically glucose packed away in your liver and muscles. Think of it as your body's quick-access fuel tank. The average person carries about 400 to 500 grams of glycogen, giving you roughly 1,600 to 2,000 calories of readily available energy that lasts 12 to 24 hours depending on activity level. Then there's your second energy source, and this is where things get interesting: body fat. Even if you're relatively lean, you're carrying tens of thousands of calories stored as fat right now. That's enough energy to keep you going for weeks. Your body has this massive reserve just waiting to be tapped. But here's the catch. Your body loves using glycogen first because it's faster and easier. As long as glycogen is available, your body keeps reaching for it instead of burning fat. This is why so many people struggle to lose body fat, even when exercising regularly. Their bodies never get a chance to use those fat stores because they're constantly topped up with fresh glucose from food. Now let me blow your mind with something most people don't realize. That meal you eat before your workout doesn't actually fuel that workout. When you eat, it sits in your stomach for 2 to 5 hours being broken down, then moves to your small intestine where nutrients get absorbed over 4 to 12 hours. So breakfast energy isn't available during your morning workout. The actual fuel comes from what you ate yesterday. When you feel energized after eating before exercise, that's hormones and expectations at work, not the calories you just consumed. Your body releases hormones anticipating incoming fuel, making you feel ready to go, but the real energy comes from stored reserves. So what happens when you don't eat for 12 to 16 hours? Your glycogen starts running low, and when that happens, your body has no choice but to switch to burning fat. This process creates molecules called ketones that serve as alternative fuel, and this is where fasted exercise becomes incredibly powerful. There's a concept called metabolic flexibility. A healthy body should smoothly switch between burning glucose and burning fat, depending on what's available. But if you eat constantly throughout the day, your body never needs to access fat stores. It gets lazy at burning fat because there's always glucose around. Fasted exercise trains your body to become better at this switch. It teaches your system to efficiently use both fuel sources, making your metabolism more adaptable and efficient over time. When you exercise in a fasted state, the changes inside your body are remarkable. First, you burn significantly more fat. When insulin levels are low, fat is free to leave your fat cells and be used for energy. A comprehensive analysis in the British Journal of Nutrition reviewed 27 studies with 273 participants. The conclusion was clear. Aerobic exercise performed while fasting leads to significantly higher fat oxidation. We're talking about 20 to 30% more fat burning. Second, growth hormone increases dramatically. This hormone helps build and repair muscle tissue and signals fat cells to release stored fat. Both fasting and exercise trigger growth hormone release independently. When you combine them, the effect is amplified. Studies show during exercise, growth hormone levels shoot up to more than 10 nanograms per milliliter. During 72 hours of fasting, levels stay about 3 times higher than normal, with some research recording increases of 5 to 14 times baseline levels. What does this mean for you? When you exercise while fasting, you're triggering growth hormone from 2 sources simultaneously. This hormone protects muscle mass while promoting fat breakdown. It's why people who combine fasting with exercise often maintain or even build muscle while losing fat. Your body is smart. When food is scarce, it doesn't want to break down muscle tissue because muscle is essential for survival. Third, insulin sensitivity improves significantly. This refers to how well your cells respond to insulin. When sensitivity is high, your body needs only a small amount of insulin to move glucose into cells efficiently. When exercising, muscles become more receptive to glucose even without much insulin. When fasting, insulin is already low. Combine these factors and your body learns to manage glucose more efficiently. Research shows exercising in a fasted state improves insulin sensitivity more effectively than exercising after eating. Fourth, mental clarity increases noticeably. Many report feeling more alert and mentally sharper when exercising on an empty stomach. This isn't imagination. There's solid science involving BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which supports nerve cell growth and enhances learning and memory. Both fasting and exercise increase BDNF production, and when combined, levels rise even higher. There's an evolutionary perspective that explains this. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors often woke hungry and had to hunt for food. If their bodies became weak when hungry, they wouldn't survive. Those whose bodies performed well during fasting had better survival chances. This trait was passed down through natural selection. Your body carries this programming. It knows how to function without food. This isn't a flaw, it's a feature built into your biology. Now here's where things get practical. Not all exercise is equal when fasting. Aerobic exercise at low to moderate intensity, like walking or light jogging, is ideal for fasted training. At lower intensities, your body primarily burns fat and doesn't need much glycogen. If you're new to fasted exercise, start here. Go for a morning walk before breakfast and see how your body responds. High-intensity exercise, like sprinting, relies heavily on glycogen. After 12 to 16 hours of fasting, glycogen stores are partially depleted, so you might feel weaker. However, research shows that after about 4 weeks of adaptation, people maintain their performance because bodies learn to function with less glycogen. The key is gradual adaptation. Start with lower intensities and work up over several weeks. You can also lift weights while fasting. Many do it successfully. Elevated growth hormone helps protect muscles during the workout. But lifting weights creates tiny tears in muscle fibers, and your body repairs these using protein. If you lift weights and continue fasting for many hours, your body won't have the building blocks for proper repair. Eat a protein-rich meal within a few hours after resistance training, even if you trained fasted. Now, knowing what to do is one thing, but some people shouldn't be doing fasted exercise. If you're pregnant, breastfeeding, have a history of eating disorders, have type 1 diabetes, use insulin, have chronic kidney disease, or are underweight, fasted exercise is not appropriate without medical supervision. Watch for warning signs. Severe dizziness, heart palpitations, confusion, extreme weakness, or nausea means stop immediately. If symptoms don't improve within 10 to 15 minutes of resting and drinking water, end your workout and eat something light. When you fast, your body loses water and minerals faster. Symptoms like fatigue, muscle cramps, or headaches can be misunderstood for problems with fasted exercise when you just need water and electrolytes. Drink plenty of water before, during, and after your workout. After your fasted workout, how you transition back to eating matters. In the first 24 to 48 hours after eating again, keep exercise light with walking, yoga, or stretching. Your digestive system is restarting. Give your body time to transition smoothly. Between 48 and 72 hours, you can start increasing intensity with light to moderate resistance training. Around 72 hours after breaking your fast, glycogen stores are mostly restored, and you can return to regular training intensity. Ease back in gradually. Prioritize high-quality protein in your first meals after fasting.
Eggs, fish, meat, legumes, or yogurt all work well. Spread protein throughout the day rather than one meal for better results. Let's bring this together. Exercising while fasting isn't crazy or dangerous when done properly. Your body was designed to function without constant food. When done correctly, fasted exercise increases fat burning, boosts growth hormone, improves insulin sensitivity, and enhances mental clarity. The key is understanding your body and making smart choices. Choose the right type of exercise for your fasted state. Start with low intensity and progress gradually. Pay attention to warning signs. Stay hydrated, and when you break your fast, give your body the protein and nutrients it needs. That meal you thought was fueling your workout was never the immediate energy source you imagined. The real fuel comes from yesterday's meals,
from glycogen stores, and from body fat reserves. When you exercise while fasting, you're giving your body a reason to tap into those reserves. You're training your metabolism to be flexible and efficient. And as our ancestors proved over thousands of years, your body knows exactly what to do.